Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Citizen Promaster Tough 200-meter solar chronograph, and this is model number CA0720-54H. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, wearability, and lume, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new Tough chronograph from Citizen. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I've reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. Both of those links will be in the description field for you. First of all, I want to apologize. I'm getting over a really nasty cold, so my voice probably sounds a little bit off, but anyway, so now you know. All right, here we go. Citizen watch box. And we'll go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen here in a second. Man, my voice really does sound weird. All right, here we go. You get your typical ProMaster Pelican style case here. I love these cases. I also love the scuba tank ones that you get in some of these models. Not really waterproof, just to let you know, but they look really cool. There we go. And right off the bat, I mean, it's a good looking watch for sure, but it does have some faults. And we'll go over those here in just a minute. So, anything back here? I think this just says Citizen behind this foam here. Yep, there we go. And of course you get your pamphlet here that actually shows you where to go to check out the manual and the warranty and some other stuff. So they're not really putting a lot of manuals and warranties in with these Citizen watch boxes anymore. They're basically just directing you to go online and check it out for yourself. All right. All right, so here are the specs. You're looking at a 44mm stainless steel case. It's 11mm thick. It's 51mm lug to lug. It's on a 22mm stainless steel and titanium bracelet, and I'll show you where the titanium is. You might already know. You've got a sapphire crystal. It's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It's got the B612 movement inside with a 7-month power reserve. You've got a screw down case back. You've got a screw down crown over there at 3 o'clock. You've got pushers at 2 and 4. Of course, it's not windable. It is hackable. You get super luminova with this watch, which is really cool. You have a fixed bezel, and we'll talk about that later. And of course, you have a Japanese movement. And it's probably cased in Thailand or maybe even China. Who knows? So anyway, good looking watch, very tool looking. It looks a lot like a Tissot T-Race, or even more so like a Breitling Chronomat or Avenger. Just a really, really cool looking watch, very tool looking. I mean, I love the look of it, you know, minus a couple different things. So let's go ahead and check out the dial. I like that really subdued, kind of like not really a dark navy. I can't really tell you what that color is. It's kind of like a real kind of matte blue, kind of darkish, like I can't really explain that color blue, but I like that dial. I like the Arabic numerals that have been italicized. Again, it really looks a lot like a Breitling. It's a little bit busy, just a little bit. You've got some bling on the watch, even though it is really kind of a tool watch, especially around those subdials at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. You can see that shine right there. You've also got some bling on the hands, but mostly it does, you know, really have that tool look to it. Now, one thing I was going to say for later in the review is the fact that this bezel is fixed. And, you know, a lot of us, you know, do not like fake and phony stuff. And with that bezel being fixed, it's going to tick off a lot of y'all. You got some nice knurling around it, but what's the point? It's non-movable. It's fixed. It doesn't go anywhere. So, you know, that definitely is going to deduct a couple points from the overall score of this watch. The other thing that I don't like is the date window. The date window is pretty much useless. If they had put a white background with black numerals, that would have been much better. But at a distance, this thing is just next to worthless. Maybe even if they put a Cyclops over it, that might have helped. Or make it bigger. But definitely they need a white background with black letters, because it just blends in too much with the dial. The rest of the dial is not too bad. You've got like a black chapter ring right there. You can see with the fine markings on it. Again, the italicized numerals, they have a little bit of a bezel around them. It's not really chromed out. It looks like it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a silver color. You got the ProMaster logo next to the date wheel, Eco Drive, water resist 200 meters. You can definitely see where the, now of course the solar panel's underneath the dial, the whole dial, but you've got these cutouts. You can definitely see the solar panel right there at the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock subdials, as well as the 9 o'clock. The 9 o'clock gives you your, looks like it's your 24-hour time, your military time. Then your running seconds is down here at 6. So, I mean, not a super complicated watch. And again, a pretty good looking watch, man. I really do like the look of it, besides the fact that the date window is pretty much worthless and the fact that that bezel is fixed. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of it. Now, I do love this crown. I love how it's kind of recessed, almost flush with the crown guards. I love that. The two pushers don't extend past the crown guard, which makes it nice. It would have been even better if they made these just a tad bit smaller, maybe about the same circumference as the actual crown. You got a signed crown right there, but they do have knurling on them, which I absolutely love. I love pushers that have knurling on them. Let's go ahead and unscrew the crown. Yeah, a nice amount of crown pop to it. Pull it out. Pull it out. First position is going to be your date. Second position is going to be your time. Nice and smooth. There we go. In fact, let's get the hands out of the way so we can see these dials here. Here we go. Put it back in. Screw it back in. Wow, super easy to unscrew and screw back in. Has a definite stop point too, which I like. Sometimes you can just wind. You can just, not wind. You can screw these crowns in and keep going and going. But I like it when they have a definite stop point to them. So kudos to Citizen for that. I mean, it's a nice looking watch. Now, on their page, their web page, it says it's stainless steel. It's got the Duratec coating on it, which is going to make it really, really scratch resistant. And it says it's a stainless steel and titanium bracelet. I'm guessing, just by looking at it, that these middle links are the titanium links. It just has that look to it. The stainless steel bracelet and the case are all 316 stainless steel, but you do have those inner, and I might be wrong, but I swear on their website, in fact, I know for a fact on their website, it says that the bracelet is stainless steel and titanium. So there you go. In fact, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the bracelet. There you go. You got your 3 micro adjustments. You don't get a dive extension with this watch, but you do have a really nice machined scissor clasp. As you can see, the bracelet is stainless steel right there. And these have got to be those titanium links. They just have the look. I can't really feel them, their weight, but they have definitely got the look of, man, I know those are titanium. If any of y'all know for certain, let me know, but I'm 99% positive those are titanium inner links right there. And the rest of the watch, including the bracelet and the case, is all that Duratec coated stainless steel. So let's go ahead and look at the case back. Kind of your typical Citizen laser etched case back, nothing special. You got all the information you need. It tells you got a sapphire crystal. It tells you the movement number, which is the B612. Nothing special with the case back. I mean, it's good enough. The rest of the bracelet here. There you go. Get your Citizen logo right there on the clasp. So what else did I want to tell you about this watch, man? I love the overall look of it. Again, minus the bezel and the date window. It's a good looking watch. I mean, it is a little bit heavy, even with those middle links being stainless steel and being titanium. I think that's why they did that, because if this whole bracelet had been stainless steel, this thing would have been incredibly heavy. I mean, it's got some definite heft to it right now. But if this was all stainless steel, this watch would have been really, really heavy. And I think that's probably why they did that. So let's go ahead and show you the chronograph. Get your start, stop. There's your very, very tiny chronograph, second hand right there. Then you stop it. It rotates around once, and then it resets. Kind of slowly, but it does the job. So there you go. The marking up here at 12 o'clock, I guess it was supposed to be a 12, but instead they just put those two little rectangles right next to each other to let you know there was a marking down there. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't think they even worried about trying to make it look like a 12, because at the bottom, there's just one little small index where the 6 is supposed to be, and then at the top, I guess they just put 2. So they're not trying to make it look like it's a 12 or trying to make this look like it's a 6. So legibility could be better, by the way. I think they could have maybe done something with the hands, because at first glance, it's going to take you a second to tell what time it is. Now, it's even worse now that I got both the hands overlapping each other. So yeah, they could have maybe colored these hands or did something different with the hands to make the hands pop a little more. Because I like to look down at a watch and within like 2 or 3 seconds, even less than that, be able to tell what time it is. And with this watch, it's a little bit hard to do because you've got the matching lume, you've got the black bezel around the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock subdials. So that black kind of blends in a little bit with the hands, so it's a little bit hard to read. But man, again, it's just a fantastic looking watch, guys. I mean, I really do like the overall look of the watch a lot. So let's go ahead and try this thing on, and we'll get you a lume shot. Yeah, it's definitely got some weight to it for sure. But man, it's a good looking watch. So if I was to take it out of view and then put it back in camera view, can you tell me what time it is in like maybe a second? See, it's a little bit hard. Maybe just because I'm getting older, but it is a little bit hard to do that. All right, let's go ahead and give you a lume shot. Let's go ahead and cut out the studio light, kill the monitor. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and zap this thing. All right, not bad. You do have, looks like you have dual lume. You've got the cobalt blue lume on the minute hand and the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock index, and the rest of it is green. So not bad. I mean, again, it's not going to be anything close to Seiko's Lumibright, but not bad. Not too bad. There you go. All right, let's cut everything back on here. Let's go ahead and finish up this review. So guys, if you want one, head on over to Amazon. They're currently $388. I'll make sure to put that link in the description field for you. And as always, please like and subscribe and click that notification bell. And until the next review, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.